Thank you. Senator Lazarus.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. The Turnbull government is in panic at the moment and should I say paralysis. All they seem to be worried about is how they can game the system to take control of the Senate so they can ram through legislation to force hardworking Australians to dig deeper while multinational companies make billions of dollars in our country and pay very little or no tax. Malcolm Turnbull is like a sparkler, Mr Acting Deputy President.
Senator Lazarus, you should refer to the Prime Minister as Mr Turnbull or as Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull is like a sparkler. He was all fizz and excitement at the beginning of his leadership, and now he's burnt out and we're left feeling like we're holding a smouldering stick. The only difference between a sparkler and Mr Malcolm Turnbull is the people like sparklers. Meanwhile, the Turnbull government is in paralysis. My home state of Queensland is still in drought. Farmers are still taking their lives. Unemployment is at a record high levels and jobs are going overseas. We still don't have any water infrastructure solutions. Our farms are being sold off to the Chinese, and CSG mining companies are continuing to poison our people, contaminate our water and destroy our farmland. There is absolutely no tax policy in sight. There is nothing in sight. No policy, no action, no ideas, no strategy, nothing. Just a plan to take ownership of the Senate so the big end of town and other countries can take control of our country. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and Minister Morrison have repeatedly said that tax reform is a vital issue for the prosperity of Australian businesses and families, but have failed to provide any solid proposals. The Coalition has already announced that if they could get away with it, they would hit families with an increase in the GST of 15%. Now we've seen them flip and flop on the capital gains tax and that they're out to help homeowners, but preferably those with 5 homes or more. What we need in Australia is help for hard-working Australians and a policy to stop the sell-off of our country. The Turnbull government needs to stop going after people who are struggling and start going after the big end of town. We are repeatedly hearing from the Turnbull government that big companies produce jobs, wealth investors need assistance more than the average Australian, and that we need to trim the fat by going after pensioners, students and low-income earners. What I would like to see is the Prime Minister and Treasurer stop fighting over their own lack of strategy and stop blaming their lack of effective governance on the crossbench. The Turnbull government should get their own house in order, stop attacking Australian families and go after the multi-billion-dollar companies paying less tax than the average income earner. And Malcolm Turnbull, you need to come up to the Queensland gas fields as you promised.